Hi everyone, this is Phoebe Nubisi. Welcome to my channel Phoebe Makes Cloud Simple. In the previous video, we have built a backend service that is FastAPI, and we have made it available online because it was private. We we made it reachable through internet via the Microsoft Dev Tunnel. And what we did, we created then in the Power Platform a custom connector, and we ran a lot of routes. We tested two of them in Microsoft Power Platform, and we integrated those tools to Copilot Studio to use it. And of course, when you do that, you can publish to Teams, you can publish to WhatsApp and all of the other channels like SharePoint. Once you do it, you can now use that on those applications. So in this video, we are going to do something else. Let me share with you my screen. So this is actually the architecture that we had on the last video. So we had ChromaDB for our vector DB, Olama that was running our large language model, and we had the prayer storage. We had the fast API backend, so every request we're going through that, the custom connector, Copilot Studio Power Apps, Power Automate, and then you can use it through Teams and WhatsApp. So everything was hosted in a local development. So now in this video, these are the current capabilities that we have. So in the app, we have suggestion of Bible verses based on someone prayer's request, and we have some sermons that we can search. We want to add some more capabilities because we want to send the request to a pastor. We want to track the prayer request status. We want to assign the request to prayer team members, and we want to keep the recent request behind administrator authenticator. This is just what we have right now. We have the prayer request, it summarizes it, and we have the scripture topic, we have the chat questions. If you want to know more about this, check the other videos. We made a lot of testing for this once. I can do one more here for you to see in VS Code. Let me add a chat. For example, I can ask a question. I can say, what did the latest sermon says about faith? Or I can ask even another question that is more powerful, I would say. Another question to test. So you see what we have right now. I'll make another chat and test this one. What does the pastor says? What does the pastor say faith? Why does the pastor say faith is a decision rather than a feeling? It tells me that the JSON is invalid. How is it invalid? Oh, it has a lot of double quotes. Let me just remove them. Should be good now. Let's check this one. So when you ask a question, it gives you the sources and it responds to the question. So that's what we say that is answering chat questions, is suggesting Bible verses. Let's test one of the Bible verses. I will ask about a Bible verse about prayer. It has a lot about it. We can test about maybe what other topic? I would say marriage. I don't know if it has topic about that. Reference not available. What else? Reference about mm, God. Okay. All right. So that's what we have. And the last one is prayer request that you can enter. We can test this also through the UI. What does the pastor say faith is the decision? Why does the pastor say faith is the decision rather than the feeding? Is also explaining. So, and it gives the distance here after. So basically this is how it is working right now, and we want to improve it. Like I mentioned, we want to suggest Bible verses related to somebody's prayer, generate personal prayers, search sermons or guide for pastoral encouragement, send requests to pastor, assign requests to prayer team member, track prayer requests that you skip the recent request behind administrator authentication. All right, so I will ask Claude to add this. Let's go to Claude. Add. Okay. I would say add below functionalities to the. So now while it's doing that, let's go back to Chrome. We want to be able to send emails, so we will see how the local FastAPI Python application can send email to Teams. Yes. What we will do, we will use Teams workflow webhook. I haven't done that before, so we will do it together. Yes, we will use Teams workflow webhook. So these are the steps. So we go to the Microsoft channel. So I will go here and open Teams. I will open Teams on the browser. I will click on this one and I'll add a channel. I'll create I'll call it prayer team channel. Same type private thread. Yes, create. So I'll add members. I'll see my name. So let's add these people for now. Make it simple. So we have it already. So it says the next step will be to click on the three dots, create workflows, search for a template such as send webhook alerts to a channel. Send webhook alert to this channel, save. So once that is done, save the workflow, copy the generated webhook URL, use the newer workflows approach rather than the legacy. So now I should copy the webhook link. Let me put it somewhere. In the meantime, let's come back to VS Code. It says have made significant changes here. Here's the plan. The prayer request tab currently only says a request and LLM summary. The user wants the full pastoral care pipeline requested in Claude MD. Theme detection, sculpture, suggestion, personalized prayer, sermon prayer guide search, sending a pastor assigned team member status tracking, admin only visibility on recent requests. Most of the building block already exists. This plan extends them rather than building parallel system plan. Decision already confirmed with the user. Prayer team members are drawn from the user's JSON with a new prayer team role, and we use what exists for the authentication. Send pastor in app flag status, and make sure that you guys can read that too. Data model changes. So we will have RAG prayer request PI. We already have that, but it says to extend the JSON L record written by save prayer request with new fields. So setting, add this to the config, and then it adds some fields, yes. The read all already does the record set default, add matching set default, new function to add, and then save the request. Yeah, there are some changes that are being done, and then verification, having the requirements to install them, and then to do some testing. Yes. I will copy this plan and put it somewhere. Alright, so now that it's working, let's go back to online, to Chrome. So we were here. Let's go to Workflow Home. No, that's not where I wanted to go. So this is the workflow that we want. I will edit it, created it. And then what happened is that when I go to the default environment, I can see on my flows, I can see that webhook call here. And then when I open it, this is where, like it said, you can make it available to anyone, any user in your tenant, specific users in your tenant. So for now, we will leave it to anyone. So this one will send a message to the channel. We put anyone and we copy this URL. So once you do that, you paste the URL inside VS Code. VS Code, you put it in the environment variables. I already did that. So yes, the next step that it says is once you do it, you need to add the Python notification function. So I need to install this first. First of all, it looks like Claude already finished. It says all the features have been implemented. All the 65 tests that it has have passed, and also Streamlit worked very well as well. And I need to create new user for the prayer team using that command. So before doing that, let me clear this and run this for the notification. There's a notification, the Python notification function, and then I will ask Claude to create the notification function. And we will test everything with what it has added at the end. We'll test everything together. So for now, what I will do, I will copy the function and give it to Claude. It's giving me a hard time. So let's ask Claude to also handle this. Close this child. I have added the webhook URL to I think I should create a new chat. Let me see. I would say exist. I've added the webhook to the so I'm saying that it should create the notification for Teams webhook. It's within the settings. Yeah, so it says that he's wiring into the assigned endpoint after the assignment is saved without breaking the request if Teams is unreachable. So it's adding it to the requirements. How does it say it's not configured? Summary of what I've implemented. It says created exactly per your spec, posting an adaptive card to that. The routers for the prayer request wired to call, assign prayers, request to Teams, yes. And then it says urgency normal, no urgency field exists in your data model yet. Let me know if you want one added and track. The webhook call is wrap try except so it Teams outage logs a warning but never breaks the API response. In that in-app data, the admin record itself is unaffected either way. Now added load the wasn't previously loaded into the process environment. The existing API settings uses pydantic settings. Our parsing which doesn't populate this. So we'll have silently failed without this. Requirement it added that was only a transitive dependency before. App imports cleanly and the webhook function correctly raises Teams notification error when unconfigured. I didn't test a natural leave post to your Power Automate URL. Let me know if you want me to trigger a rule assignment to API to confirm the Teams message lands. I would say yes, test it. There's just one post. So it's creating a test just for that to make sure that it lands to the Teams channel. It says the post succeeded, the webhook accepted the adaptive card payload without error. Check your Teams channel via Power Automate flow bound to that webhook to confirm the new prayer request card actually rendered. The request ID, team, urgency assigned to test user. So let's go and check that. Let's go to Chrome. Okay, let's go here. Let's remove this. We don't want workflow. I want to go to the chat. Oh, it's here. It sent it. Guys, the integration is working. It is working. I'm pretty sure the flow has run to here. So it's working. It's really working. I mean, I can test it on the UI too, but if it's already working in the backend, it should work on the UI. I think the next thing that we should also do is to send emails. To send emails to the right team, what we should do, we should use Microsoft Graph. Microsoft Graph. Yes, and we should create an app registration and give the the graph permission. So let's do that. Azure portal, create a resource. I will not say that. I will go directly to app registration, new registration. We will call it prayer request email. You register it. Graph. I guess it's application permissions. You should give it mail dot send. So we should give this. What does it says? Add permission, grant admin consent, copy these values, and then use a certificate instead of client secrets for a long-term production deployment. Yes, and then once you do that, restrict mailbox access. The mail send application permission is powerful. Use Exchange Online role-based access control for applications to restrict the application to a dedicated ministry mailbox. And then you add this to Python and run this function. Now that is done, I will create a shared mailbox for all the prayer team members, and I will use that email. So now what we want to do, we want to restrict access to our application, our Rack app, to send email just to that mailbox. So we will go to VS Code. I think I already have that. And then we will connect. Now I'm connecting. Alright, so I will not show you what I have done, but you can do it on your own. What you need to do, just run below commands, and if you want it, just let me know and I will send you the document to your email address. Just let me know. So these are the step one. You run this to install Exchange Online. I can make it bigger. Step two, you run this to connect. You put your email address. And then step three, you run this to create a mail-enabled security group. You run this and you put the name of that email that you created in Exchange, and then you create this policy using the app registration client ID that you had, and then you can test it. If you test with another email that is not included, so that shared mailbox, it will be denied. Yes, so we have done that, and let's come back to our document. We have done this. We have created the app registration. We have given the graph permission. We have created this. We have this. I should still put it in the env. I will not show you that too because it's not important. And I have restricted the mailbox access. And now I should install this. Alright, so let's come back to VS Code. I have installed those ones, and I will now give the query to create that notification too. So also add this email notification. I have added the variables in the env for you. He said before doing that, I hit a gap, assign prayer request only store assigned to as free text name. There is no name email mapping anywhere in the code base. Should send to recipient email. How should the recipient email for the assignment notification be determined? Add email alongside assigned to. Static team roster in settings. Just test module standalone for now. I will say add email. Did you make sure that users have also email field to grab assigned to email? Before firing a real Craft API email, two things has Craft send, which look like a placeholder. I will say I added the real value. Don't paste it in this chat. They said the user model uses JSON only has username, password. They need to have email as well. So it has done everything, and it says for testing the email sent, you say you added the real value but didn't want it pasted in the chat. I only say craft send the mailbox in if no separate recipient variable. Do you want me to send this email to same? I say send this email to me. Now for testing, okay, you say the test email sent via graph. Check the recipient inbox for a message with subject prayer request. So I should check my inbox, and it's right here. It came, guys. It's working. It says sign into the ministry for private request. It's perfectly working. I believe the the video was really long. I will make a summary of everything inside another video and see you in the next video. Ciao.